Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I want to talk about surveillance footage and escape routes. When I say surveillance footage, we're talking about in Moscow, Idaho. And being out there in Moscow and surveying the area and canvassing the neighborhoods and being around the home, it is literally impossible for an escape vehicle, whether that's the white Hyundai Elantra that authorities are looking for or any other vehicle, to get through Moscow unnoticed, right? The home is on King Road. It connects right off of Taylor. There's only a few ways out of that home, right? And we're talking about the home where 4 college students got brutally stabbed during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. Police have made no arrests. Escape routes, right? So I'm going to show you footage right here. This is of Perimeter and Highway 8, and then we will discuss. Check it out. Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am on the corner of Highway 8 and Perimeter Drive. Perimeter Drive. This is one of a few key main roads that take you into the University of Idaho campus. On the other side is the Moscow home where 4 individuals got stabbed inside a home during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. 3 to 4 a.m. Police are looking for this white vehicle. But I want to show you something on this particular corner. And I've been seeing them on the few main roads that go into the University of Idaho along Highway 8. Surveillance cameras. Surveillance cameras on all 4 traffic lights. Surveillance. And then you could see University of Idaho. So you would think authorities would at least search these surveillance, considering, the murders happened and they were already out there on the scene. They had to go through this footage. So I don't think they got anything. I don't think this type of area. Now, right there, going that way a mile, you're into Washington State. But we've heard by a news report by Fox News that once you go this way, you get into the center of Moscow and then it's State 8. On the other side there, going east, there was a gas station, an Exxon, I believe, that had surveillance footage of a vehicle that looked like the white Hyundai Elantra passing through at 3:45 a.m. And believe it or not, I think it looked like it was going east, that way. There was 2 small towns 25 miles to the east that authorities, Kendrick and Troy, 2 small towns that authorities were looking for surveillance there. I think they think the vehicle went east, not west into Washington. Did the occupants come from the eastern part of Idaho and come into the area, or leave that way? Because all these street corners here have surveillance footage, and it doesn't look like authorities captured any of this vehicle on any of the surveillance in the area. I'm out here on the scene. It's cold out here in Moscow. Authorities are out there searching for this vehicle in the cold. It snowed. What happened? What happened to these students? I'll keep you posted. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification. I'll be posting more videos soon. Stay tuned. So on Highway 8, there is a few traffic lights, right? And Stadium, Perimeter, where the Walmart is, and then, going up towards Main Street, which is 95. Every single one of those traffic lights has cameras on. And there's only if the person was escaping from that Moscow home and headed up towards Highway 8, you would be noticed. And it's literally impossible in a vehicle to get to Washington going west to Washington State using Highway 8. Now, from the home, you can turn left on Taylor, and it turns into Elantra, and it goes down eventually to Sunnyside next to Palouse River Road. If you make a left on Palouse River Road, you go to Main Street there. There's security camera right there at the traffic light. Now, you could go west at, Palouse's Sand. Go west at Sand. That takes you all the way into Washington. You could go that route. That's one way, or you could go up. You could turn out on Taylor. You could turn left on Blake, Nez Pence, and then turn left on Old Pullman Road, which is an old road I made a video about, and you can go that way. But those are the only two back road ways to get to Washington State. Anywhere within Moscow, they got security cameras along 95 and Highway 8. So we've heard authorities have looked for surveillance footage east in Troy and Frederick. There is like one loophole that could probably get you east without being detected, and that would be going out of the home, going on Taylor, and right there at Taylor and Main Street, there's a 76 gas station. Now, the gas station employee told me that authorities were in there looking for security, but she didn't tell me whether they have it or not. You could turn there and then make an immediate left. You could turn there, which is right, go south on Main Street, the next left on Steiner, and then take Steiner to Highway 8 and then head out east. There's no security surveillance that I've seen on traffic cams or anywhere. So, at that point, it makes me wonder, is that the route the killer took that left? Or the individual that's in the white Hyundai Elantra? Authorities are looking for the white Hyundai Elantra. Is that the killer? I don't know, but police or authorities think that the person in that white Hyundai Elantra, the person or persons, has critical information related to that case. But it's very hard to escape and go through Moscow undetected. There's security cameras on every street corner from 95 west on 8 on all those things. But going from after 95 and 8 east, I didn't see any surveillance cameras on the street lights. And you can't go north because you're going to go, pass through one of those street cams. And south at Palouse River Road and 95, there's security cams. So I doubt the person went south. So it's most likely the individual, if they escaped via vehicle, they went east. Unless these cameras weren't working on the surveillance, the street cams. And that's definitely a possibility. And like I said, there's only two routes you could go west undetected. And that is Old Pullman Road, Google it, or Sand Road, which connects off to Palouse. Those are the only two ways. Other than that, I think that the individual went east. Unless the whole white Hyundai Elantra is a whole red herring. And, I'm not going to say that, but that's definitely a possibility too. The killer could have just stayed right around that area. Didn't leave in a car. So let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. Trying to figure out who did this, how, when, why, who's responsible. Was the killer in a vehicle? Was the killer, on foot? Let me know what you think. I'll be posting more videos soon. Everyone be safe. God bless.